Hey everyone, it's Lorraine here. I wanted to show you my math website, and this is super helpful, especially for high school students, but there's a lot of information for teachers and students of all grades on my site. So I do recommend, especially if you're going to be using some of the applets, to use Firefox. And so I'm going to show you, please use this website on a desktop. It doesn't work very well on an iPad right now or a phone, and that's just because we weren't able to get support for mobiles at the time. But so here we are, Lorraine Barron, that's me, math. You should be able to find it with just Lorraine Barron Math. And I guess I have lots of stuff here. All right, math teacher site, math activities. Here it is. It's called Connected Math. So if you type in Lorraine Barron Connected Math, you'll find it for sure. So I know some of you guys know me as a musician, but I used to be a math teacher. And so I built this website a while back, and there's a special project called Thinkable Math. And here's our team. We worked at the university. Awesome people. We built a number of units, but the only one I can find right now is this Introduction to Polynomial Functions. So I'm trying to access the work we did because it was amazing work, but the project ran out of funding, and so we couldn't keep going. But I do want to show you how to use it, the best way to use it. It is based on really good thinking and research and hands-on and logic and just really good sort of philosophy of learning. So I invite you to muck around with it, play around with it. And so here's the first lesson. There are 7 lessons, and this is kind of what it looks like. What I tried to do is show you what the lesson looks like on the page. But the best thing to do is really to just click here and work through the whole lesson as in one shot. And the reason is that the website was meant to be used that way. The original website was meant to be used that way. Although you can see right now that if I click on it, I can use just the applet, and I can slide the slider back and forth and use this function machine applet. And I want you to notice something about colors, because this will come back a lot. So the slider is red. It's the X value, and you see it changing right down here. There's the input. It's the X value we call the input. There's the function multiplying it by 12%, which is the same as 0.12. So that's the function part. And the output is the tax, which is $11.16 on $93. So I wanted to show you the colors go, and the inputs red in this case, and sort of blue turquoise in for the Y. So anyways, the applets do work individually, and which is kind of fun because they're pretty, but they make more sense. They make more sense if you work through the lesson this way. So I'm going to show you how to use it. So remember, has to be Firefox, and has to be a desktop. It does not work well on an iPad or a tablet or a phone. So if you can get yourself to a screen somewhere, I promise you it's worth it. So I'm going to just type, where should I go? Yes, I'll just resume. But in reality, I just want to start at the beginning here, and I'm going to do something a little bit strange. I'm going to just flick through a lot of these, just keep going next, next, next. This is the best way to navigate down here. Notice what's happening here. It's going down as I go next. And the reason I'm doing that is because there's audio on these, and it takes a little while to load. So here's what is a function. See how the audio is loading? Now, a lot of the time people say, well, there's no audio. Well, you have to kind of let it load, and the easiest way to let the audio load is to just click next, next, next. Go down the lesson and then go back up. It's kind of a glitch in the system, but it does work. So here's the very beginning. You'll know it has audio because it has this play bar down here. When there's no audio, so this is the lesson, then there's an interaction. So this is a chance for you to play around with the ideas. This is what you do. This applet helps you to figure it out. And then you move on to the next part. I wanted to show you too. See how there's no play bar down here? That means there's no audio, so you don't have to wait for any audio. You just keep going. And then answer some questions just to see if you conceptually understood what they were talking about. So here we go again. There's audio. And that's because of this play bar. That's how you know. The reason I'm telling you this is because, so say you go all the way through, you do this whole entire lesson, you're happy. Oh, there's no next down here. Oh, that's because it's, so now there's also this little navigation line here, so it'll take you through. So this is all the different parts of the review for this unit. Keep going through, keep going through. Oh, see, there's a play bar, so now you should wait for the audio. Maybe it hasn't loaded yet. Okay, so it just takes a little time to load. You'll see, so here there is no audio. So just be patient with it. It'll work if you scroll through and then scroll back. Okay, so back to here. Once you've gone through that entire lesson, you can see if you understand by clicking the practice questions. So it doesn't really matter what you click on there. I've been playing with this so it shows, but I do recommend you go through. Again, same idea, and then back. And it just helps load the questions. So that's the very beginning. Now you have to tell it whether this is true or false. So I'm not going to do that one. I'm just going to scroll. Again, try to navigate using these. Yeah, so it's really good lessons. Okay, so now I just put a linear function in an exponential, so that doesn't go there, that goes here. But you're able to find out if you get this. So quadratic goes here, So let's make sure, let's just do something really weird here. Put a table of values in each one. Now, it would be really wild if I got this right because I totally just did it without looking. But the cool thing about this is you can check it. It tells you which ones are correct and which ones are not. And you can try again till you get it right. And you have this little sort of help me. Now, unfortunately, the solutions are not loaded right now. So you won't be able to get the full solution, but you won't need it if you've done the lesson anyways. So, all right. This one's cool too because you get to figure out. So like if I put a 0 in this function, 0 squared minus 4 should be -4 here. So I just scroll it down. So it's really kind of fun graphing. And yeah, so you'll end up with this parabola shape here. I know this one because I did it just a second ago. There we go, pretty parabola shape. Check it. Yay. Okay, anyhow, that's for you to do, not me. So I'm gonna get out of here. Anyhow, I wanted to share this with you because it's a really awesome website. Oh, I don't think I did this. So every time you have a new lesson in here, so this is still the first lesson, at the bottom I've put these great videos. Now the thing about these videos is sometimes they take a little bit of a, oh, I just played this a second ago, so it's actually loaded already. So that's a bad example, or it's a good example because it's already loaded. But for you, it's going to be your first time doing it. So I'm going to go to a lesson I haven't recently looked at. So as I go to here, there is a video for each lesson. And I'll just show you what happens when I click on it because it does take a while to load. See, it's going dum-de-dum-de-dum, dum-de-dum-de-dum. So what I recommend is, see, it's gonna crap out right there because it's gonna run out of juice right there. So it's looking for. So what I recommend you do is let it run in the background. Maybe even just stop it, pause it, because it's still going to load. It's still going to keep loading. Now go back to the website and go back to doing what you wanted to do in that lesson. So in this lesson, we wanted to go to the lesson first. Again, show you how to scroll through so you can get your audio, because the audio might not click in right away. I'm just going to guess it won't. See, it's playing, but there's no audio. So I'm going to go down, 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 down. Down here is what I'm saying, down. Next, next, next. So scroll down a bit. I have not played with this one ever on this computer, I don't think. So I've got to wait for it to load before it's going to give me some audio. So I have to be patient with it. Come on, give me some audio. Sometimes it just takes time for that first one to load. But once it loads, I'm telling you, it's worth listening to because it's quite beautiful math education. You'll know when it's ready because it'll just start talking to you. I'm just reloading it with this little guy. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. I could try reloading it here. Would you like to resume where you left off? Yes, I would like. Maybe it's too busy loading up the video on the other tab. That's okay. I'm going to wait for it. Yeah. You'll know right away because it's going to start speaking to you as it plays. But for now, I'm just going to show you some of the interactions while it's loading. So this is translations up and down, vertical, up and down. And you'll see by changing the value of Q or 0, Q, right now Q is 0, it's going to make the parabola kind of go up and down. It looks like it's changing shape, but it's not. But you can totally see the XY pairs and how they change. So this is a table form. This is a graph form. This is an equation form. So you have multiple ways of showing it, and you're totally in charge. And all you have to do now is take a look at what they're asking you in the question and see if you can answer it. Of course, it'll work better if you can actually watch and listen to the lesson. I know it's going to work because it always works if you're persistent. Ha! Yay! So it just takes a little while. Whoops, you have to start right at the beginning. Let's start over. Here we go. So the audio does work after a while. It just takes a little while to get going. And yes, that is my voice. Yay! The first lesson is not my voice. We had somebody come in, but then I decided to do them. So here we go. Anyhow, hope you love it. Hope you enjoy. Even at the end, you've got your little self-test here that you can do. Try on your own. No, I don't want to read. I want to start over. Okay. So there are 15 questions, and yeah, your input is green, your output is purple. Remember that that's what's really cool about, oh, there's the video I was going to show you. So this is a video about Bernoulli, and they're all really cool that way. They're all related to quadratic functions, which is this whole entire unit. All right, one more thing I wanted to show you. Doesn't really matter which graph I go to. Oh, this is a good one because this brings it all together. So I can ask for a new question, and I could show you that the x's are always green, the y's are always purple. See, x's are green and y's are purple. The value of p right now in this case is red, and the p changes here is red, etc. So there you go. I just wanted to show you that the colors are consistent. All right, hope you enjoy the website. Take care.